Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Visiting Finland's most underrated city. Tampere is awesome.
Really?
Right, today we are taking the train to Tampere, I think I pronounced that correctly, to go to Nokia Arena. So many of you guys have told us that Nokia Arena
Nokia.
We saw Nokia Arena, we saw the Finnish rock band perform. I forgot their name now, but we saw that.
Country for Finnish hockey. But before we go there, I want to show you guys two things.
Blind Channel, that's the name. Oh,
Tremendously unique, meaning we've never seen them in any other country, and also very interesting sort of historical and cultural things before we jump on the train. So, let's go.
I guess it's always Christmas in Finland. Lots of Santa Claus souvenir shops all around here.
The home of Santa Claus.
Yeah, I already told you, but in Europe, Finland is kind of like the Santa Claus destination. I guess for y'all guys, it's North Pole. Where is that? I don't know. For us, it's Lapland, which is in Finland, so...
And so we've come to this very unique looking building behind me, which at first glance sort of looks like a museum of geology, or maybe an archaeological dig. But as you go inside, you'll see that it is a fully functioning church with some familiar aspects, the rows and rows of pews and a huge organ on one side. But what's unique about it is built inside one gigantic piece of rock. So they've excavated through this massive rock so that all of the walls of the church are one solid piece of stone. It's really impressive and unique inside, and I love the way they've left the vertical lines in the stone of the...
That is really cool. I've never seen anything like it. Wow, very dope.
Gigantic excavation equipment that was sort of breaking through the rock. Has a real rough and sort of rugged vibe to it, almost medieval inside.
Right.
Even some of the stone is shiny because there's water dripping in. Has a very interesting feel in there. And then when they broke through the rock, the small pieces they gathered, they stacked on top to make the wall a little higher, and then put a low sort of dome on top with a copper ceiling. It's something unique and memorable for us. We've never seen anything like it.
And you know what adds to the flair? The pink seats. Yeah. I feel like the pink seats, that is just so like random, but it just adds to the uniqueness of it.
Now, you might have heard that Finnish people love heavy metal. They have this reputation in the world, and their love for heavy metal extends into the church. So you can imagine going to Mass in the rock church behind me, and the traditional hymns that they perform at Mass, they do it to the music of heavy metal in something known as Metal Mass, which is a real unique twist on something we've seen a lot. Because as
we gotta react to it now to see what it looks like, huh?
Fellow vloggers, we go to churches and we have had this experience in many countries, but we've never seen a church inside of a rock excavation. And the image in my head of heavy metal rock guitars on the traditional hymns is something totally unique and very memorable for us. So I guess there's a class trip here, some local Finnish kids learning the history. I guess it was Finnish construction in the 60s by two local brothers who won some awards because it's totally unique architecture and quite nice for us. So let's keep going.
Welcome to Maison Perrier. Feel elevated. Maison Perrier.
Alright, so next up we come to Senate Square, which is really prime real estate for a statue here in Helsinki, because on top of the hill we have Helsinki Cathedral, which is massive on the outside and surprisingly big when you go inside. And to my understanding, it's still in use today, meaning there are regular worshippers and mass. And seeing as it's on top of the hill, it provides a pretty good viewpoint for not only the government palace, but also one of the main buildings in Helsinki University. And so these three buildings are all pointing inwards and looking at this statue, where you'd expect to see a Finnish hero. But in fact, this man is very Russian. And so the brief history of Finland tells us that for hundreds and hundreds of years, Finland was under the sort of emperor or empire of Sweden, and then in the early 1800s the Russian Empire took over. And so as you can imagine, there was a growing sentiment of, hey, we are not Swedish people and we are not Russian people, we are in fact Finnish people. And so believe it or not, this man, Alexander II, who was the Russian emperor, who was also the Grand Duke of Finland sort of by default, he was very sympathetic to this growing Finnish nationalism. During his reign, Finland got their own currency, as well as they elevated the language of Finnish to be the national language. And more importantly, he made a lot of policies that sort of fostered the development of what would ultimately become the sovereignty of Finland. And so it's interesting to me because based on many conversations I've had with Finnish people in the past few weeks, I think if there were a statue here of a more modern Russian leader, the Finnish people would not react very well at all. And so it's sort of interesting that...
That is very interesting that they put a Russian statue. I would have never guessed that the guy is Russian. Wow, it's very interesting. I didn't know that.
With a reputation for a pacifist foreign policy, as well as being a guy who always avoided war and really sought peace, you can really have quite a good reputation. And for a bit of a North American connection, Alexander II is also the guy who sold Alaska to the United States with the same thing in mind of avoiding armed conflict and just sort of wanting to keep peace. And so it's very interesting to me that a Russian man is, I guess, a Finnish hero, seeing on the location of the statue, and at the very least he played an integral role in the sort of development of the modern and sovereign nation of Finland.
I guess, yeah, he saw things ahead, how it should be. Wow, good for him. Great person.
So, something very interesting for me, and I wanted to mention it. And with that being said, let's go to Tampere, where maybe there'll be some sunshine. Let's go to the train station. And so I guess the train station is under a bit of renovation now, which is probably not the first time.
It's March. That's a typical weather for March, I would think.
It's been renovated, considering it was first built in 1862.
Our breakfast before we get on the train today at this little cute cafe. Not sure what I'm having here.
What's that?
Let's try. Looks like potatoes and carrots inside.
Potatoes and carrots almost looks like rice a little bit. Survey says?
There you go. And some kind of like crust on top.
Actually, it looks good.
Looks good, yeah.
Like bread and
Like pastry.
Looks
all
like
pastry, yeah.
yeah, it looks like a pastry pie with like a
Cooked vegetables.
like vegetable filling, yeah.
I think it has salmon.
Salmon.
It's kind of like a salmon soup in a pastry form.
Interesting.
That's good.
And so I guess this is the end of the line. Only one way to go. Sweet, that's a big train.
Very big.
A big train.
Yeah.
2 floors?
Downstairs and upstairs and we'll be upstairs.
Wow.
We'll be upstairs.
I don't think I've ever seen a train that's 2 floors. Wow.
I think we have those here.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I just, I'm not like a big train taker. I've taken it a couple of times in my life. It's just, I've never happened to see the 2-floor one.
Right here? Good.
So, pretty nice. I guess my green jacket is matching.
True.
Come with a
It does.
Hesburger tray.
Hesburger, okay.
2 hours, right?
2 hours.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you know.
Comfy?
That's nice.
Oh gosh.
Good. So for that time.
Very nice.
Oh, now, is there free Wi-Fi on the Finnish trains? I think not.
Free
That's
Wi-Fi.
nice.
It doesn't have any sign of free Wi-Fi.
Very modern looking train, yeah. Even the outside of the train look modern, but so is the inside, yeah, very nice.
So it is a laptop club. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Very good.
By the way, now the major development in Germany.
You got Wi-Fi, everybody, and it's working.
Free Wi-Fi and it's working great.
Good.
History never.
More train snacks. Oh, thank you.
That's what
Can you say I never buy you anything?
Thanks, Ray.
Oh man, that looks lame. Is it good? Is it good?
So I guess this video they filmed after the food video, because in the food video they tried Hesburger for the first time.
Not bad.
I tell you what, if you look out the window here, and you said this was Canada, I believe you.
I mean, I would think Canada was similar, because I think they're like in the similar
train rides on
longitude or latitude.
on the way to Cool River or something.
Latitude, I think.
We made it. Tampere. Oh,
I guess they put gravel here.
oh yeah. Make it hard to roll. Yeah.
Right, final review of our first Finnish train experience. Listen, there's a sign in there that says we're going 160 kilometers an hour, but it could have fooled me because it is so exceedingly quiet in there. There's no wind noise or track noise. Felt like we were just going along pretty slowly, but we are here in an hour and a half, so it must be about 160 kilometers an hour, which is pretty nice. I do sort of regret bringing a very crunchy apple because I felt like everybody would hear me eating. Pro tip for you. In any case, there is a vehicle on the train where you can buy food. We didn't try any, although it looked pretty good. We saw some pasta and veggie dish, coffee and stuff. We had our Hesburgers and apples, and the Wi-Fi worked the entire way. Didn't drop once, which is pretty impressive. So good Finnish train experience. Okay, let's go to our accommodation and then we'll hit the town.
Didn't we see somewhere that Finland has like the fastest Wi-Fi or something? Maybe the Japanese guy that did, he talked about it.
Ah, yeah.
Because I know, so when when they have great internet, it would make sense that the train's internet is also great.
There's a train station right there.
I don't understand what it means to have
Right.
the internet.
Right there.
Or like fast, super fast.
I feel like the internet now is fast.
Well, here it is fast, right? But
It could be faster.
it could be slower. Well, yeah, yes, it could be faster, but it also could be slower. Like, in Germany they said they have slower internet. So
No, Kia
Like
over
that.
there.
Oh.
No, Kia weekend. It's right there.
slower. No fiber optic.
And now for the €70 or so
Let's
per
see
night
what they got.
room tour. Already the price on the screen because I'm doing some conversion in my head. But something like €70 a night. It is a small space. But
Okay,
it's clearly
let us
been
not-
used, Brennan.
Huh?
You could put a washing machine in the shower.
Yeah, that's how we had in the.
Oh, how do you dry? Where do you dry?
You hang.
Oh.
I don't know about Finland, but in Lithuania nobody had dryers. You just hang the clothes. But yeah, this is not as nice apartment as the other one though.
Okay, we've got the washing machine, which we need, and everything is kind of clean and nice. You can see the floors are all brand new. Almost looks like a studio apartment here,
The other one.
but there is a
Where's
kitchen,
the kitchen?
around the corner, and you can see the countertops and everything.
The kitchen
Quite
is nice.
and for us,
I like the kitchen.
more than manageable. Now, I wanted to show you guys the
I like the
Finnish rating.
kitchen.
Yeah, no, this is
The
okay.
kitchen is cute.
But the other apartment was like the other apartment was really nice. This one is okay. It's fine.
Here. This is not the first time I've seen it, and I know it's a bit random, but I've never seen a radiator like this. It's so thin, it almost looks like a plasma screen TV. It's so thin. And it is the same thing.
Yeah, these are the new radiators. The old radiators, they were like thick and. Again, I can't speak from Finland, but in Lithuania, yeah, they were like thick and heavy as fuck.
Before, but it was a hot water radiator, but I can't tell if it's a new thing that they've added in, or if it's so old and it's just this way. But it is a totally unique.
I like the
radiator.
kitchen. It's super cute.
Also, Finnish windows tend to be double pane glass. I think for insulation they do this, but if you look, there's a second kind of pane out here, glass, and then the blinds go in the middle.
Interesting.
So I guess one benefit is you don't have to clean the blinds. They're in between two
I've
panes.
never seen that. We do not have that in Lithuania. That is interesting.
In the glass.
The
They do work
window
with
doesn't
those
open all
blinds,
the way.
but I think it's for insulation
I don't know.
purposes because it's freezing cold up there and it's super warm in here. Sleek radiators and double insulated windows. Come on, living the dream in Finland. Anyway, let's hit the streets because I'm hungry and I heard this is a chicken wing town.
Let's go.
And I'm a chicken wing kind of guy.
The difference with the other apartment, the bedroom is separate from the living
Look no
room.
further for evidence. It's very cold out here, okay? Pretty good. Nice little building, but even better, see the train go by.
Yeah, the architecture very much Europe. The buildings and everything. What is this?
Is it? It's not,
I
right?
think it was bad. I think it was funny shot for a band.
Anyway, we came to the city center. This is the main square. It looks very cool.
I like that it's self-driving
Like
trains.
winter Sunday.
Someone told me in the comments that there's two countries. There's Finland in the summer and Finland in the winter.
Uh-huh.
So maybe we've got to come back in the summer. Maybe in the summer we're very busy, but you can imagine this place will be full of people in the summer.
Yes, I think
Cafes
so.
and sort of a lively place.
Like lots of events going on.
I think so.
Yeah.
Some nice looking buildings. I'm going to venture on a limb and say this building is done in the Art Nouveau style. I say that because it's like 25% uglier than all the other buildings. This one's really better with the exposed brick on top of the windows.
Really?
I think it's much more beautiful. And then to the right again, for me, the top building with the high arcade windows and the gray roof, that's a nice looking building.
Yeah.
Although to be clear, my journey into architecture is just beginning. So I don't know too much.
For me, they all look beautiful actually.
Art Nouveau.
No, I like it. Come on, it's nice.
Gingerbread and not so
I like it.
authentic. Too new for me. Anyway, I think we should make a plan to come back in the summer because it will be really
Yeah, I
hot.
think we'll come back this summertime.
Okay.
But also in the winter time to visit Santa Claus. Like Christmas time.
Yeah, we're here in March, which is quite
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, they should have done this trip like around Christmas time, like so go to Lapland and everything. Yeah, because in March it's kind of awkward. But I think he's about to say they're here because of hockey for the playoffs. So
Oh.
The trip has been so good strictly because of hockey, and I've had no regrets.
Yes, that's
We're in
right.
like the lowest season for tourism. Yeah. Okay, let's eat. Nope. Yeah, see, I'm assuming this is also Art Nouveau style. And even this brown on the corner. Could be wrong, I'm still learning. But the thing is, it doesn't look old, and it doesn't look new. It just looks weird.
I think that's my favorite building so far here.
I think they may be new buildings, but they're kind of trying like make it fit in with the old style. So it's like newly painted, fresh paint, you know, all the new
Yeah.
stuff, but it's old looking, so that's why it's kind of like in between.
Trippy.
Yeah.
Your favorite one?
Yellow and red.
I wanted to build a castle, kind of good looking, but
Yeah.
I'm an exposed brick man myself. Or give me like a gothic or a neo-gothic. I'm into that.
Yeah, that's interesting. Right.
Do me a favor.
Big ass church.
Google, check. What is the architectural style of this building?
It is neo-gothic.
Did you check?
Yes.
Neo-gothic is the answer. So nice person.
It is nice, but I also like the other stuff. Look at this. It is beautiful. And for me, with this kind of weather, this kind of gives off like an eerie feeling.
Tree with no leaves?
Yeah.
It's a neo-gothic tree right there.
Neo-gothic tree. Very cool. And I really like the gravel here. I mean, it's not great when you're walking with luggage, but it prevents you from slipping. I like it. Look at this.
Alright, so just before we eat, we decided to check out the Museum of Vladimir Lenin because we were curious what it's doing here in Finland. And as it turns out, this exact building behind me, the Lenin Museum, is precisely the place where Lenin met Stalin for the very first time. And so the reason these two sort of revolutionaries were here is because, if you remember, Alexander II had given a lot of autonomy to Finland at the time, and so these two revolutionaries came here to plan their protests and stuff, because if they were staying in Moscow or something, they would be arrested immediately. So ultimately, in 1917, Vladimir Lenin took power of what was then called Soviet Russia, and if you can believe it, he came back right here in Tampere, and he ate a black sausage, which is the same sausage that so many YouTube comments have told me to try. And evidently, if what that museum says is true, he ate the black sausage and says, any people who made this sausage so delicious deserve to have independence, and it was in fact Vladimir Lenin who gave Finland its first independence in the year of
That's all it
1917. So it sounds like something
Okay.
That's all it took.
First of all, we're learning a little bit of history here. Yeah, I didn't know none of that, but that's interesting. I wonder if this
Your
is like
country should have made him like get the donuts.
I wonder if it's like a true story or a little myth. You know, like a folk tale.
Zip
What
the
happened?
donuts. Something.
Day in the museum, or almost like a wife tale, some kind of myth that
Wife
never
tale,
happened.
yeah, that's the
But in
word.
the museum, it swears it's true that Vladimir Lenin ate the sausage and gave Finland its independence based on the sausage.
A lady.
So that's
Yeah, I do believe like a lady came up, like the one who made it for him. Like, yeah.
Why there's
I
a
did
Lenin Museum right here in Tampere. And so, in any case, the museum was kind of good, but it was a bit confusing. It was sort of out of order. Out of nowhere, there was a
I think
typical
I have a
living room.
recipe that would get that kind of response. I think I make really good, some really good food, some heavy hitters.
What would you be your recipe?
Guac, because
With
every
guac?
time when the Eastern Europeans come and visit me and they try my guac, yeah.
Okay.
Of Estonian in 1970. Didn't even seem related to the Vladimir Lenin at all. It was sort of an unorganized museum, but we did learn a lot about the Finnish and Soviet reputation and relationship. Something
sure?
interesting.
Yeah, for me, it was worth a visit.
It was worth a visit,
Yeah,
€8.
I learned something new.
Small museums, sort of unorganized, but
8
interesting.
euros, that's a
Yes.
solid
But there you
price.
have it. So anyway, let's go eat chicken
Have
wings.
you ever had US sausages before?
The Infinity
I think
QX60
they-
was clearly
they make it
designed
with
to
blood,
make an
that's what's
impression,
so-
and my first impression is,
Like-
what?
And so we've come to the most highest recommended wing joint in all
I'm
of
not like a big sausage person overall, so
Tampere with the most.
I would try it though. I'd be interested to try what's the whole
Yeah.
thing about, but I'm not like I'm not into sausage.
That story makes you want to try it.
Yeah,
You have to see
for-
what's the hype.
That story definitely makes you want to try it.
Confusing logo, because at first glance it looks like it's flames and a chicken because they sell hot wings, but Ivana says, look at the beak of that animal, that is clearly a duck.
It's a dove.
And so is the duck eating the chicken wings, or is the
It's
duck
a dove.
killing the chicken to ensure duck
They
supremacy
sell
over
duck.
the poultry? Why is there a duck in flames at this chicken joint? We don't know. Something new. But in any case, I think Finland is trying to be my favorite country because this already, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, that's fire surfing.
Look at
The
that.
color, the smell, the fact that the wings are pretty small, which is kind of good. That you don't want to use.
Yeah, my father said too, because in Lithuania, the wings is pretty recent. Like it came in like the last decade, But you know, he loves the Hooters and shit. So when they opened up in Vilnius, the place, you know, of course he went to try. They said the wings are pretty small compared to here.
Wings that are like steroided up. This is gonna be so good.
Yeah,
We
no
opted
steroids.
for the hot garlic flavor. We were thinking of going for kamikaze, but quite honestly, I have things to do tomorrow. So hot garlic is.
That's something that we would do. Get like try all the wings.
I think they're not as spicy as I don't know if people eat as spicy as you do. Yeah, that's why I think the kamikaze is not as spicy as it may appear.
Spice wing.
The orange color you can see is a strong
Plus, you know, the blue cheese or ranch kind of turns down a notch.
The vinegar in the hot sauce is so good on wings. This for me, I mean, very familiar. It's 6 stars. This is the best.
6 stars.
Some of my favorite food. Is it true that a basket of wings covered in sauce is American? Certainly, buffalo wing sauce comes from Buffalo, but this to me is very American. Very familiar.
I think hot wings is from Buffalo, New York. Yeah. But
I think it's American. It's hard to say, but I've heard of it here.
It's hard to believe that overseas there's no wings.
No, there is wings. It's just covered in sauce, what makes it American. Because of course we eat all parts of chicken, so you eat the wings, but you just eat it. You eat it by itself.
Like sauce, maybe tzatziki.
No,
maybe...
you eat it by itself. Now it's the way they serve it, wing covered in sauce. That's I think what would be considered American probably.
Tampere is a wings capital of Finland.
Not when I was growing up.
This restaurant.
When I was growing up, we didn't have barbecue sauce, but now we do have barbecue sauce.
It's like the most recommended one.
Obviously, same thing.
Now probably see us eat black sausage. We're doing it soon, in the hockey arena.
Yeah.
So you'll see that push coming soon. But for me, really good spicy wings and curly fries.
Yum.
He didn't even have a honey mustard. He just had regular mustard.
No.
Typically, I add salt on the fries.
Wow.
No extra salt.
I'm sure things have changed by now and all
wow,
those
wow,
sauces
wow.
are available, but you know. Even if they are available, definitely not as much selection is not as wide as is here.
Wow.
Green leaf.
No, they have it. No?
I'm not like 100%, but I would think they have it.
Anyway, I don't know what analysis to provide other than this is a food I was born and raised on, and I love it for a reason because it's something.
Plus, I think they have international stores nowadays that kind of sell that, you know, the specialty stores. Or worst case, you can order it on Amazon or something, you know.
I got it. These wings are good.
Alright.
Cheers, everybody.
Good, right?
Oh, the wings are good.
Oh, by the way, you like this part better or the other part better?
Honestly, I'm a bit of a two-bone man myself, but I like wings so much.
Oh my god, it's so sour.
It's sour food, right? It's sour in there.
Sour and spicy, wow. That's me up.
And by the way, here.
Which heat they got?
Which heat?
Yeah.
Not too spicy.
Also 9 euros. So, I don't know if they're going to
How much?
9 euros.
Oh, I bet for the wings.
Oh no, I think 9 euros maybe just the beer. Ooh, damn. Ooh.
That's a lot.
By the way, didn't even notice. What the heck is this? Cucumber. Celery, dude. Carrots and cucumber here in Finland. Tell you what, I'm here for it. It's something new, but it's a Finnish twist on it.
I like cucumber better than celery. I'll take it.
You know, it's so saucy.
Very saucy.
Yeah.
Although I realized, I've been doing a lot of thinking recently. Because they always serve blue cheese with spiced wings. Blue cheese is cheese with mold. Killing the spice in the same way yogurt does with the cultures.
Really? I don't know.
One of my many theories, okay?
I don't know about that, but...
Alright, everybody. Feel free to play along at home. How many wings are in this basket? And the results may surprise you. 1.
How many did he eat?
Oh, he's asking how many here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's 6.
2, 3, 4, 5. Look at this, 6 over here.
Yeah.
It's so saucy. I can't believe how saucy it
It's
is.
like curry. It's just like
It's
a...
almost like curry sauce.
Yeah, the difference in sauces, us here versus there, the sauce is more liquidy. It seems like that's what's kind of sitting for us. It's a little thicker sauce.
Yeah.
Here's this very liquidy sauce.
Definitely too much sauce.
My mouth is starting to tingle, to be honest.
I don't think it's too much. I think it's just more liquidy.
It's not that spicy, but it's just sour.
Great. The sourness is big.
Yeah.
Big fan of sour.
Yeah. The hot here is not that spicy compared to Canada. Canada wings, if you order hot, it's really spicy.
This is like a medium.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured that their kamikaze would probably maybe be like the spices here. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. The spices here, if there's the spices there, no. I don't know.
Their spicy would be our mild.
Maybe something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
The kamikaze, I think, would be. It's not as
Okay,
bad as
time for release.
the sauces we had at the Tijuana flat. Like the ghost pepper and shit.
Because yesterday, after we had those chicken wings, we went live right here on YouTube. Where we had a pretty good audience actually. So thanks to everybody who watched us and also helped us because we learned that the black sausage we were hoping to have at the arena is not exactly a typical sausage where you would put it in a bun with mustard and onions, sort of arena food, right? It's actually more of a traditional food. So we've come to this traditional market, which I guess is also Art Nouveau on the other side. So sorry everybody, it's not my favorite, but here we are and we found what I think is the only black sausage in the market, where it looks interesting. Serve with lingonberry. We have the option.
Just like that? No potatoes, no nothing? Oh.
Oh, really?
You seem a little more eager to try.
I would want to eat like with mashed potatoes or
Yeah.
something, you know?
I'm just curious. I tried block sausage before in Korea and I did not like
It
it.
was almost the worst thing we've ever had in
This
our life.
might be different. I don't know. We'll try.
Let's see.
I'm a bit nervous. I have some food phobia where sometimes in my head I can decide it's bad, and then before I even try it, I've already made it bad in my head. So I gotta give it a chance. And honestly,
I think that's what he's done
how
with fish
frequently
because he don't really eat fish. He said.
it isn't eaten because it isn't very common in the market here.
It breaks.
So it's sort of crumbling.
Yeah.
It's definitely black.
With lingonberry. Oh god. Big bite?
What is it?
I like it.
No way.
It's good.
Really? You're being sincere? That gives me all the confidence in the world. Okay. Tell me what it tastes like. Tell me what it tastes like.
It tastes like. It looks like there is rice in it, but I'm not sure. But from what I read, it's made from pig blood.
No, it's me. Tell me what it tastes like.
You know it's made from pig
No,
blood.
but I don't want to talk about it.
And pig meat and rice. Of course there is rice in it.
Oh, right. Okay, that could be good.
With berries.
It's a typical sausage. It really is a fork and knife eater because it kind
It's
of
a little
crumbles.
bit messy.
It kind of crumbles like that.
Eat it.
They're pretty good.
It's good, right?
I don't like the look of it, but it tastes pretty good actually.
It is good. See,
I wonder what it tastes like.
I do. Look at this. Look at a proper piece here.
Yeah, this looks good.
Here's a better example.
Look at that.
It does look like there's rice.
Not bad. Now, what is the actual flavor of the sausage? I don't know. I'm really going heavy on the lingonberries. I'm nervous.
I mean, if you want the sausage, don't eat the lingonberry.
What is the actual flavor?
It's hard to say.
I think it's just meaty. It's good.
I don't think he likes it.
Honestly, it reminds me of like an Indonesian Chinese food called bacang.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Where
gonna.
it has no blood, by the way.
He
But the
likes
taste is
it.
similar.
Okay, we'll put a picture on the screen. I don't know that food. I need to try something just by itself.
Wow. Look at this.
I want to have a better description of what it tastes like because I'm a bit nervous.
So, what does it taste like? Your face is still unsure.
Yeah, it tastes kind of good.
It is good.
But my brain is sending signals saying, don't like it. It's from blood. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. I'm going to have to overcome my phobia. The flavor's not bad at all.
It's good.
I wonder how you develop a phobia like that. It's so interesting that you try to convince yourself that the food is not. It's just so interesting.
By the way,
Because you don't even know what it
When you
tastes
describe the
like.
flavor, it's like an earthy
Unless you
flavor. It
smell
kind of
it.
looks like that color. It tastes like it's
Yeah,
that.
like if the food doesn't smell good, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to eat it. Yeah, but if it don't smell like anything, I don't know.
it's so perfect.
It tastes a bit like earthy, almost like a campfire or something. It tastes very like.
Doesn't seem like it has
Like a
much
tree
of a
bark or something.
defined taste though.
Anyway, this sausage.
It's not
I
bad.
don't think he likes it though. I think I don't think so.
It's pretty good.
He's
It's
thinking
not
about
bad,
it.
it's
Or maybe he doesn't want to like it.
She likes it.
She likes it clearly.
good.
He,
According to the legend, this
I
was
don't
an
think he
important
likes
part of Finland independence. So
A sausage so good it got the independence of the nation. So there you have it.
Yeah, that's pretty
Worth
cool.
trying for sure in Tampere. Although for me, I'll probably stick to the chicken wings.
it's very meaty.
Meaty and like earthy. It's kind of like brown or black, like dark, kind of like.
But it's not like liver. You don't like
It
it?
does look a bit liver colored, but it doesn't taste like liver.
It's better than liver.
It's 100 times better than liver.
See, you could be in it. You just want more.
It's still sausage.
It's actually good. I like
It's
it.
actually kind of good.
Look, it has peas in it.
That, I think that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, when you see those little pieces, that's
Those
right.
sausages are fine. I'm chicken wing Steve. Chicken wing Steve, those sausages are fine.
Actually, which one would I prefer? Maybe the boxes.
Wow. Ultimate Temppeliaukio couple.
It's good.
It's very good. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. I think we did it all.
Alright.
Okay, guys, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.